We are back, man. Oh my goodness, we are back recapping UFC 327. Sad freaking times, man. Sad freaking times. We'll get to it. But what a freaking card. What a good night of fights. Just a depressing main event. But let's get into it. Starting off, Charles Radke, Francisco Prado. Oh man, did this blockhead put up a fight, bro. Because I know Charles Radke took over the first round, dominated him on the ground. But then Francisco comes out in the second swinging, man. Swinging. Looks like he's about to knock him out. Takes him down for some reason. Charles Radke hits a crazy elbow from the bottom. Makes blood, like a straight cut right here through the middle. Makes Francisco just start bleeding insane amounts of blood. Move on to the third round. Same type of fight. Charles Radke gets him down again. I think Francisco reverses position, but it's just too late at that point. Charles Radke, I think it's unanimous, I don't know, but wins by decision. Called that one pretty simple. So congratulations to Charles Radke, and drops the F-bomb on Paramount Plus. Hell yeah. I'm not talking about fuck, I'm talking about the other F-bomb. Hell yeah. Moving up, oh man, the one time I didn't bet on my Chilean brother right here, Vicente Luque, he fucking wins, bro. Like, what the heck? What the heck? I was so happy, but so sad because he messed up my parlay. Like, I was rooting for him. I just didn't think he had it in him anymore. But he knocks down Kevin Gastelum with the uppercut, I think, first round. And then puts in the freaking, Darce or Anaconda choke that he's so good at, and submits him. Congratulations to Vicente Luque. Can you just be more consistent so I can bet on you, please? I like you, bro. Fuck, man. You fucked up my whole parlay. Just my first one, but damn. Congratulations. Phenomenal fight by him. Lighter man skill. He looks good at 185. I would stay there. He's a little small, but you can fight there. I would say just stay right there, buddy. It's your best performance yet. So, congrats to Vicente Luque. I was wrong about that one. This one I honestly didn't watch. I guess Chris Padilla won at first, and then they made it a draw. So, sucks to suck. Tatiana Suarez. I thought this fight was going to go to decision. Lupe Godinez goes out there, fucking, I think, knocks her down in the first few seconds of the fight. Tatiana weathers the storm, starts wrestling, comes back, gets the rear naked, submits her, call it a day. That's basically what the fight was. Lupe Godinez looked really good on the feet. Tatiana went out there, wrestled, did her thing, got it to the ground, submitted her. I thought it would go sub or decision, so I mean, congrats to her. She got it done. Another one, somewhat 1-1 or 2-1 right now so far in the night. 2-1. Up next, Mateus Gamrot gets it done by sub. I think rear naked as well, or yeah, pretty sure rear naked from what I remember in the second round. Either rear naked or head. I think it was head and arm possibly. But yeah, got it done. Called it. Can't say much. Esteban didn't really have shit for him. Never looked that dangerous in the striking. Mateus Gamrot just took him down, did his thing. Called it a night. 3-1 so far. Kevin Holland, Randy Brown. Man, I called Kevin Holland by sub on one of my DraftKings bet. It was this close, man. This close. Randy just didn't tap and got out. I think Kevin gassed out his arms. Pretty boring fight, if we're being honest. Nothing really crazy. Unanimous decision. I think the second round was probably the more exciting round when he had him down. I think he hurt him and then tried to submit him. But I mean, Randy Brown survived. Kevin Holland just does not look like Kevin Holland anymore, man, if we're being honest here. That's what I got out of this performance. I know a lot of people had Randy Brown winning, but if you look at it on paper, Kevin Holland should win this fight pretty easily. And he didn't. And he just doesn't look the same. I don't know. Congrats to Kevin Holland. No, he got it done, but shitty decision. I will say he could have done more. This one. So what? I'm 4-1 right there, right? 3-1, 4-1, 4-2. Man, I mean, I know I was going against the odds on this one against Aaron Pico. I just thought Pitbull, since he had the slight momentum, would be able to get it done, and former Bellator champ. But he is on the older side, shorter. First round, I will say, looked pretty good. He looked pretty sharp. He was moving his head. He's mixing in the takedown. He's hitting the 1-2. He's hitting his jab, the leg kick, everything. But then Aaron Pico comes out round 2, just flawless boxing, mixing in the wrestling. Round 3, flawless boxing, hurting Pitbull. Drops him in round 2. Just crazy. I think he drops him in round 2. I'm pretty sure. Does he not? Or was it round 3? He drops him in round 2. I just don't know why they don't have it on here. But Aaron Pico looked good, man. I don't think he beats most people, though. I think people are a little overhyping him a little bit. If you can't knock out Pitbull like that, then I think you're fucked against everybody else. I'd say give him like a... I don't know. You can't really give him Dan Ige because Pitbull beat Dan Ige. So I'd say... Who would I give him? The winner of Arnold Allen, Misael Acosta, some shit like that. Winner or loser, Aljamain Sterling, Zalal. I'm thinking that wave, but I don't think they give him John Silva. Imagine. But yeah, congrats Aaron Pico, good performance, pretty good boxing. Cub Swanson called this one by KO, obviously round 1, phenomenal retirement fight. Just went out there and starched Nate the Train. Can't say much more. Never was in trouble. Full confidence going into that fight. And he knocks him down 3 times and then finally gets the knockout. Congrats to Cub Swanson, phenomenal retirement. 5-2 right there, baby. Holy shit, what a boring ass fight, man. This fight was so boring. Dominic Reyes, Johnny Walker, and in my eyes, Johnny Walker won the fight. He just landed more strikes, more significant strikes. Dominic Reyes, I don't think landed any good punches. Johnny Walker at least landed shots to the leg that were doing something. You could see his legs stiffen up. But what a boring fight. 2 grown ass men being afraid of not getting knocked out. You both are like this, but just not moving into each other when you should be. Especially after the second round, and it's the third round, and the fight is up in the air. You're just standing still, not wanting to engage. Really boring fight. Very disappointing performance by both of these guys. I don't know how Dominic Reyes won that fight. I think it should have been Johnny Walker, but whatever. What is that? 4-3, 5-3. Curtis Blades, Josh Hokit, fight of the fucking night. Possibly one of the fights of the year. Holy shit, man. This was the fight the whole time. It was just them two going like this. Non-stop. Crazy. Can I say shout out Josh Hokit? I've never seen someone talk so much shit and just walk the fucking walk, bro. For a lighter man, I think he's 30 pounds lighter. Curtis Blade, had nothing for him. Never really had him in any type of danger. Josh Hokit almost knocked him down 3 or 4 times. For sure won that fight. Curtis Blades was just getting starched, bro. The chances of him landing such big strikes, but him just not doing any damage to Josh, insane. After every combo, Josh would just look at Curtis and just go, fuck you, after every exchange. I'm a fan. He got me, man. And what did Dana White do after this fight? Bam. Such a good performance. They added Josh Hokit, Derek Lewis to the White House. What a fucking fight. This is what you call good booking right here. You see a good ass performance in front of the president, you do this fight. In this fight, I mean, I feel like Josh Hokit's gonna do the same thing. The only danger that he has is that Derek Lewis actually got some power to him and doesn't punch like a bitch. Because if we're being honest, Chris Curtis punches like a bitch from what it seems like. Because he just never had Josh hurt, ever. Josh was just tired, taking a break, covering up, and then would go back and land some shit and get Curtis in danger. Every round, Curtis Blades was tired or was hurt. Every single round he got hurt at least once, at least twice. That's some good, bro. Josh Hokit went out there and just went forward the whole time, non-stop. I give it to him, bro. He talked the talk, he walked the walk. Congratulations. And then he gets a White House spot. That just means money, and that's how you fucking build the heavyweight division right there, by doing shit like that. Congratulations to Josh Hokit. Probably the most impressive performance of the night. But Paulo the Eraser Costa goes out there and fucking KOs Osman Mirzakhanov. Holy shit. First round, phenomenal game plan. Leg kick, body kick, up high. Can't go wrong. He set that shit up perfectly, hurt his legs, then went and digging to the body with the leg kicks. Digging. I mean, like, you could hear those shits to the point where Osman would go down, and then that's when Costa would go up with the high kick. That's all he did. Round 2, little scary. Osman started putting more pressure on him, started landing bombs, had Paulo Costa hurt at one point where he had to clinch up and try to wrestle, and he couldn't take him down. I thought it was over. It's like, oh shit. But then you could see both men were getting tired because of the body shots that Costa was landing. But then obviously Costa has to throw more and more leg strikes, more and more body strikes, so that just tires him out more. But then in round 3, man, Costa comes out like a bat out of hell, regenerated, not tired looking at all. Goes body, head kick. I think breaks his arm on one of the head kicks, and then head kick again and actually gets him. And Osman just gives up. Like, he was probably dazed, but man, he just gave up, bro. I think this is where he breaks his arm, and then he hits him with this shit, and that's what fucks him up. Gets him down. Ref stops it. Paulo Costa wins. 3rd round KO. Beautiful performance by Paulo Costa. Beautiful performance. And then this is where the night goes to shit. This has to be top 5 saddest title knockouts in fucking history, man. Oh my god, it was so sad. He had it won. Jiri Prochazka had this fight win. He comes out, walk out, aura, stare down, aura. Carlos Ulberg does not want to touch gloves. We're like, who the fuck doesn't want to touch gloves with Jiri? You're over. Carlos Ulberg suffers an injury to the calf or knee, can barely walk on one leg, and then Jiri fucking turns into a retard, dude. Like, not to be fucked, but he starts pointing at the ground, giving him a fair chance. No, bro, leg kick again. And then, okay, after that, goes away, starts leg kicking him, starts fucking up his leg. Carlos Ulberg can barely stand, gets dropped a couple times because of his leg. Jiri stands and, bro, all he had to do was fight a fucking round, bro. Just one fucking round. This fight would have been over. And he gets clipped, man, by standing right in front of him against the cage. Like, are you fucking kidding me, Jiri? Off of one punch on a man on one leg for showing mercy. I call that shit bullshit. He's just a fucking idiot. Carlos Ulberg. Fucking... Never been so pissed in my life, bro. Never seen such a free win, bro. Never seen such a free win just go to waste. Free. I mean, free. Had that shit, bro. You just had to survive a round, man. A round, and Carlos Ulberg would have not been able to get up. They would have called the fight. Even then, like, why do you stop leg kicking? Why do you give this guy a chance in a title fight, bro? I just don't understand it. Whatever. Carlos Ulberg goes out there. I lose 200 something fucking dollars because of Jiri, bro. I had potential from parlay Cub Swanson KO, Jiri KO, Cub Swanson KO, Jiri, KO, Jiri fucking just winning money line. I would have won like $400. Fucking Jiri gets knocked out, bro. Are you kidding me? The level of excitement I got when Carlos Ulberg hurt his leg and then just goes out there and knocks him out, bro. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Anyways, congrats to Carlos Ulberg. Good performance. I'll give it to him. Got injured. Fucking knocked him out. Did what he had to do to win that fight. Jiri, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't speak on it. When you come back, if you don't have a phenomenal performance, you're done. I don't care. You're done. You're no longer got a fan of me. How do you do that to yourself, man? We're all rooting for you. And you go out like that. I feel bad for the guy, but damn, man, you had that shit in the bag. Crazy night of fights. Epic night of fights. So unfortunate the way it ended, though. But now we gotta go to next week with this shitty ass fight card. Gilbert Burns, Mike Malott, Kyler Phillips, Charles Jourdain, firefight, and then the rest are nobodies. I think I'm gonna just have a parlay on this. Charles Jourdain, Mike Malott, and I'll probably go Charles Jourdain, Gilbert Burns, but fuck, man. Who cares? Shitty fight night. Anyways, one of the biggest news to come out. They signed Gable Steveson to the UFC. Heavyweight division needs that, especially now that they got Josh Hokit. They can make some real fights. They got some real superstars. They got Tom Aspinall. They got Alex Pereira. Cyril Khan is now a star because of what he did to Tom Aspinall with those 3 jabs. Now they got Josh Hokit. They got Derek Lewis. They got a shitty Tai Tuivasa. They got Gable Steveson. How can you fuck that division up now? I don't know. Y'all got this. Give Gable Steveson a nice tune-up fight. Make him go out there. I bet you put him on a card with put Conor main event, Gable Steveson co-main event. Call it a day. International Fight Week. I say give him someone like Tai Tuivasa or a Curtis Blades. For being honest. But I say give him a trash can. Let him go out there. Starch the guy. Build Gable Steveson up to the top. And at the end of the year, give me Gable Steveson for the belt. No, I'm just kidding. Too many contenders. Chama still there. We'll see, but I'm excited for that news. Pretty much it. Good fight night, or a good fight event, a good UFC event. Just a fucking shitty outcome for me, man. I was really rooting for Jiri, but can't always go your way. That's a fight game. I'll be back later. Doses.